Ever wondered if the healthy food you're consuming is actually good for you? Today, we're breaking down 10 foods that are secretly bad for you. These are everyday items you might be incorporating into your diet, thinking they're boosting your health, when in reality, they could be doing the opposite. Knowing the truth about these foods can help you make smarter dietary choices in the future. First on our list, granola and granola bars. These wholesome-looking snacks have a reputation for being healthy. But let's delve a little deeper. Often, granola and its compact cousin, the granola bar, are high in added sugars. These sugars, while providing a quick energy boost, can lead to a crash later on, not to mention the potential for weight gain and other health complications if consumed excessively. Moreover, these crunchy treats can pack a surprising number of calories. You may be thinking you're having a light snack, but in reality, you could be consuming calories equivalent to a full meal. It's a classic case of not judging a food by its health halo. Also, it's worth noting that not all granolas and granola bars are created equal. Some brands do offer lower sugar, higher fiber options. So it's always a good idea to check the nutrition label before making a choice. So the next time you reach for that granola bar, think twice. Moving on to flavored and fruit yogurts. We often see these vibrant fruity yogurts parading as the champions of the breakfast table. But let's pull back the curtain and see what's really going on. Many flavored and fruit yogurts are loaded with added sugars. In fact, they can pack as much sugar as your average dessert. This contradicts their healthy label, doesn't it? The natural sweetness from the fruit can sometimes be misleading, as it's often enhanced with extra sugars. Even those with no added sugar labels may contain artificial sweeteners or sugar alcohols. While these alternatives may be less caloric, they can lead to digestive issues when consumed in excess. What's the solution? Well, opting for plain yogurt can be a healthier choice because it allows you to control the amount of sugar you consume. You can add a touch of natural sweetness with fresh fruits, a drizzle of honey, or a sprinkle of cinnamon. Remember, it's all about balance and making informed decisions about what goes into your body. Plain yogurt is a healthier choice, allowing you to control the amount of sugar you consume. Next up, protein bars and shakes. If you're not a professional athlete or highly active individual, these protein-packed products may not be the golden ticket to muscle gain you think they are. In fact, most people get enough protein from their daily diet without needing to supplement with bars or shakes. Now, here's the kicker. Many of these products are laced with added sugars and a laundry list of ingredients that sound more like a science experiment than food. These additives may not only be unnecessary, but could also be detrimental to your health. And let's not forget, they can be pretty pricey too. So before you reach for that protein bar post-workout, consider this. A chicken breast, a serving of Greek yogurt, or a handful of nuts can provide you with the protein you need, plus a host of other nutrients. Remember, real food sources of protein are usually a better option. Let's talk about sports drinks and energy beverages. Often touted as the go-to refreshments for athletes, these drinks are actually unnecessary for most people. Why, you ask? Well, they can be alarmingly high in added sugars. Yes, you heard it right. That seemingly innocent bottle of your favorite sports drink might be a sugar bomb in disguise. And while it's true that these beverages are designed to replenish the electrolytes lost during intense physical activity, the average person simply doesn't lose enough electrolytes to warrant their consumption. In fact, most of us would do just fine with a good old glass of water. Excessive intake of these sugar-laden drinks can lead to unwanted weight gain and other health issues. So the next time you reach for that brightly colored bottle after a light workout or even a day at the office, think twice. Hydrating with water is a healthier and more natural choice. Next, gluten-free foods. It's a term that's been making waves in the food industry. But what does it really mean? Gluten-free foods are those that do not contain the protein gluten, found in grains such as wheat, barley, and rye. While this might sound like a boon for health enthusiasts, the reality might surprise you. Gluten-free foods are not inherently healthier. They can sometimes be lower in certain essential nutrients. This is because the gluten in grains is often replaced with other ingredients like sugar or fat to maintain the food's taste and texture. Moreover, many of these gluten-free alternatives lack the fiber and vitamins that are naturally present in their gluten-containing counterparts. So unless you have a gluten sensitivity or celiac disease, don't be fooled by the gluten-free label. Remember, gluten-free doesn't necessarily mean healthier. Moving on to low-fat and fat-free products. We often opt for these thinking we're making a healthier choice, right? But here's the twist. A product boasting low-fat or fat-free on its label doesn't necessarily mean it's better for you to compensate for the lack of fat, which is a key contributor to flavor. Many manufacturers add sugar. Yes, sugar. This sneaky villain can often lead to more harm than good. increasing your calorie intake and spiking your blood sugar levels. What's more, not all fats are bad. Our bodies actually need certain fats to function properly. Essential fats help with nutrient absorption, nerve transmission, and maintaining cell membrane integrity. So when you're reaching for that low-fat or fat-free option, take a moment, check the label, understand what you're putting into your body, and remember, balance is key. Fat isn't always the enemy. In fact, our bodies need certain fats to function properly. Let's turn our attention to breakfast cereals. Often hailed as the champions of quick and easy morning meals, many breakfast cereals have a secret that isn't quite as appetizing. Beneath their bright packaging and cheerful mascots, a majority of these cereals are made with refined grains. This means they've been stripped of their nutritious outer shells and left with only the starchy inner core. And that's not all. Many cereals are also high in added sugar, turning what could be a healthy start to your day into a stealthy sugar rush. But there's no need to ditch cereals altogether. The key is choosing wisely. Look for cereals made with whole grains. They keep their kernels intact, preserving the fiber, vitamins, and minerals that refined grains lack. And to control the sugar content, why not add your own sweetness? Fresh fruits like berries or banana slices can provide a natural sweetness without the need for spoonfuls of sugar. When it comes to breakfast cereals, it's all about making smart, informed choices. Opt for whole grain cereals and control the sugar content by adding fresh fruits instead. Next in line, pre-made smoothies. You might think that these are a quick and healthy option, but let's delve a little deeper. While they can be a good source of vitamins and minerals, the reality is they can pack a punch when it comes to calories and sugar content. Many of these store-bought smoothies contain a high level of added sugars, sometimes just as much as a can of soda. What's more, the calorie count can escalate quickly, especially if the smoothie contains high-calorie ingredients like full-fat yogurt, honey, or even ice cream. This doesn't mean you have to rule out smoothies altogether. The key is to make them at home. This way, you can control what goes into your drink, choosing fresh fruits, vegetables, and a liquid base like water or unsweetened almond milk. Making your own smoothies at home allows you to control what goes into them. Moving on to bottled salad dressings. It's easy to think that adding a splash of dressing to your salad won't make much of a difference, but let's take a closer look. Bottled salad dressings can be surprisingly high in sodium and added sugars. Not only that, but they often contain preservatives and other additives which can be harmful to your health. But don't worry, there's a simple solution. Making your own salad dressing at home allows you to control the ingredients. You can use fresh herbs, spices, and healthy oils to create a flavorful dressing that's good for you too. So the next time you reach for that bottled dressing, consider making your own. It's healthier, tastier, and even more satisfying knowing you've made it yourself. Moving on to number 10, diet soda, the sugar-free savior of the soda universe. Correct? Unfortunately, that's not the case. Despite being void of sugar, diet soda might not be the healthy alternative it's usually portrayed as. Yes, it avoids the high fructose corn syrup found in its full sugar equivalents, but this doesn't make it a health elixir. Surprisingly, research indicates that diet soda might link to various health issues. Indeed, even without sugar, diet soda can have potential hazards. It's been associated with an escalated risk of metabolic syndrome and diabetes. Some scientists even propose it could trigger heart disease. However, don't fret if you relish your occasional diet soda. This fact is just a reminder that being sugar-free or diet doesn't automatically certify something as healthy. As always, water remains the prime choice for satisfying your thirst. And that wraps up the 10 foods that may not be as beneficial for health as they might appear. Remember, it's all about making informed decisions. Keep the good health, and we'll see you in the next video.